Hey guys, wasn't planning on starting a new video yet, but here we go. I went to drive the Samurai and brought it home, and I don't know if you can see underneath it. It looks like it's leaking fuel pretty bad. I got the top of the carb off, but check this out. I can't tell exactly where it's coming from, so that's my problem right now. This sucks, I can't tell where it's coming from. It's dripping off that throttle arm. Whoops. But I can't tell. Man. I can't even get one day out of this thing, one whole day, without something going wrong. Unbelievable. Well, it's about to be dark, so this will probably be a tomorrow problem, but yeah, that's good. That would definitely probably cause a fire. That's a lot of fuel. That is so strange. I just assumed that was fuel, but if I stick my finger down in there and then smell it, that's not fuel. I think that's actually coolant. I don't know how I'm leaking coolant out of the carburetor, but it doesn't smell like fuel. So this is full of coolant right here, but it doesn't go beyond this part. Oh man, I'm so confused. You guys ever seen a carburetor leak coolant before? Just to test it, I'm gonna back up and try to light that and see what happens. Can anyone tell me how that happens? Okay, well, I'm not as worried now because it's not going to blow up, but I'll figure it out tomorrow. Alright guys, we'll see you then. Yeah, when these clouds roll in every day like this, every afternoon, that's usually the beginning of the monsoon season, which has high humidity, rain in the afternoons, and pretty miserable because it's still really hot, but it's humid, so you sweat like crazy. So this is pretty crazy. It's 140 and 108. The humidity is 17%, but I swear you walk outside and it feels like super humid. So that just tells you how low our humidity normally is. If 17% feels like you're walking into a cloud for a desert person like me. Alright, so it is the next day. I am gonna take it to the mailbox, and in that short little drive, we'll see if she starts puking stuff out and if I need to change that diaphragm. I don't know. I couldn't. It was so hard to tell the other night. First I thought it was gas. First I thought it was coming out the linkage. Then I thought, okay, no, it's coolant because it wasn't flammable. Anyway, I think it's coming out that diaphragm, but we'll find out here in a few. Well, we did get something from the Arizona Department of Transportation. Unfortunately, it's a renewal notice from my roommate. So that doesn't help. I gotta call them. Right. Okay, well. Alrighty, so how long is 7 to 10 business days? 2 weeks?
Yeah, I give another 2 weeks.
So that'll be about a month and a half?
Yeah, and still if you haven't received your, like hard plates and tags, pop on in with your driver's license.
Okay.
That way, if they can look in the system, you can just reorder it for you.
Alrighty. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Yeah, happy to help. Have a good day.
You too. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
So there we go. It's been a month and they're saying wait longer. So I guess that's what I'll do. Yeah, it appears to be this diaphragm. This diaphragm right here. I put my finger under it. And you can see it actually dripping right out of there, I think. Alright, I'm going to shut her off. She's building pressure. I'm hearing thunder. Anyway, I think the monsoons are here every afternoon. They roll in. I'm going to have to get the back of this on. Not that it's not all waterproof by now, but anyway, that sucks because I need to... Next thing I was going to do was to rewrap this. And to do that, I got to take all kinds of stuff off, but one thing at a time. I need to get this damn thing to quit leaking. So I know there's been a lot of carburetor content lately, and I apologize, but it seems like every time I drive this thing something else goes wrong. So I need to pull this choke off, I think, to undo this diaphragm and slide the rod out, and then I hope I saved, you know what, where is it? I'm pretty sure I saved the old one. Did I? Is that? Okay, I think this is the old one. Well, maybe I jumped the gun. I don't think that was this thing's fault. It looks like I pinched it, if you can see right there. Right there. But I wonder how it worked for several weeks. I might just be able to put it back together. I wonder how that worked. This thing's like paper thin. I don't know how it worked for so long and then just started leaking. So I'm just going to try to reuse it, I think. Yeah, it's just so crinkly. Let me see if I can get this back on there without jacking it up. So bizarre. Crinkle it and you get 2 or 3 weeks out of it. Okay. I'm just going to throw it back together. These guys are getting angry. Anyway, I tried to get the back on. I, for the longest time, have not been able to get this zipper. I mean, trust me when I say I've tried everything. And because of that, this has been going on since the very beginning. I have a brand new soft top sitting in a box. That big box with the other stuff on top of it right there. But I don't want to put the brand new one on until everything else is done, just because it's been through some abuse and I don't think they're the most rugged things ever, at least not the one I bought. And it sucks that I can't do what I wanted to do right now. So I was thinking maybe I could clean the inside. It has needed it for quite a while. It's pretty bad. Back here is probably not so bad because I just did it, but the front is disgusting. So I I think I'm going to try to get that to look like it did when I first put the bed liner down. So wish me luck. I guess I forgot to do this door panel, but everything else is pretty much clean. Seats are clean, floors are clean, steering wheel's clean, dash is clean. I love this stuff so much. Although I used probably a third of it, which stuff's not cheap, but it works really, really good. And it doesn't leave everything all like slippery and stuff. Works very well, and it smells so good. That's probably one of the main reasons I use it, because of how good it smells. But anyways, at least she's clean now. It's desperately needed to be clean for a while, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that door, but I won't bore you guys with that. Did a little touch up, kind of did like the whole, across the whole bumper. But anyway, good enough. That corner, I tried to kick it up because it was angled down a tiny bit. I don't know if I actually did anything, but maybe a little. But she's nice and clean. Whoa, stop sign. Cob that likes to hide right there. That goes like a tin can in here. Starting to get a little more orange. Unfortunately, I gotta go home, so.
The gate won't open.
The gate did?
Yeah,
Okay, I'll close it.
yeah, you need to take it off.
So that already broke. Monsoons are here. There's a rainbow. I was looking at these saguaros out here, and out of all these saguaros, there's only one that actually has red blooms on it. That one right there. That's bizarre. Keeps sprinkling on us. Look at this big ass spider. I don't know what kind that is, but he's a big one. It's probably 3 inches across. My parents' neighbors are getting down and partying here.
They must be taking off.
Nice.
Maybe they're leaving.
Oh, the bride and groom?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Are you out of fireworks or what? Nope. Damn, you hear that echo? It's pretty good.
Pretty loud.
Yeah. 0 to 40. Ready? Here we go. This is in our laundry room. It looks kind of like the same type of spider that was on my dad's fifth wheel yesterday. Guess they like this humid weather.
Are you following me, mister? Are you following me? What are you doing? Yeah. Oh, you smell that fruit I just ate.
A peach from my parents' house. Well, it's 107 and humid, and I have a headache, and No Nonsense Know How just dropped their power tour video. So I would way rather be in the air conditioning watching that, but I have got to force myself to get this rear quarter panel rewrapped. And there's a lot to that, so yeah, as much as I'm not feeling it, I'm gonna make myself do it, and then I can hopefully get you guys a video tomorrow. So I got days of working on just random stuff, and then I got like 10 minutes of video, so I gotta do this today. So I'm gonna get started. And I just saw this Jenny's car completely flat. Bo aired it up yesterday, and I think it was losing about 1 pound an hour, but today it's totally flat. So she needs to limp it to the tire shop by her work tomorrow, I believe. So I might jack it up and just throw a plug in it. I think she's gonna replace it anyway. Alright, so that's what we're looking at. She's got a screw in it. And I'm going to need to rotate this wheel to get it down here. I do have a little plug kit. I think it was the same video where I tried to replace the top on my Samurai. I helped a guy at Circle K. It was a couple painters, and they had a flat, and I put a plug in it for them and aired it to like 15 pounds before my battery operated inflator went dead, but it at least got them to the next station and helped them out. So I'm gonna air this feller up, and then I guess I need to get the keys so I can throw it in neutral and rotate it, but I'll see if she takes a little air. Okay, well, that noise you're hearing is not coming from there. It's coming out of the freaking bead, so let me get some soapy water. Yeah, see that? That's no good. Okay, flatten her out. There it is. Come on, baby. Find my normal tire pressure gauge, but that looks like it's over 40, so that should work. I got the cars moved around. This is the time of year where all the people that have swamp coolers here are hating life. They're actually like evaporative coolers, so there's like a box that sits on your roof with the four sides of it are made up of pads that water drips on, so they're wet all the time, and then the blower motor sucks outside air through those pads and then blows it out through your vents. So they work great until this time of year when it starts to get humid, and then they do absolutely nothing, because evaporation is what causes cooling, and when the air is humid, that water can't evaporate. So that's when air conditioning units really come in handy. but they're a lot more expensive to run. We only have an air conditioner on this house, so we don't have the option of swamp, but there's a lot of people that only have swamp. Growing up, we only had a swamp cooler, and yeah, monsoon time of year really sucked for that, but it's here. Okay, enough chit chat. The reason why I need to rewrap this piece is because of that, and that, and that, and that, and this is the only fender flare that seemed to do that, and I don't understand it. I've already pulled the fender flare off and fixed that once, but it came right back, so now I get to rewrap it. I might just barely have enough to do it, but I was gonna probably only wrap it to about right here and just put like a seam. I'm not 100% on that yet, but we will see. I got lots of stuff to do to get to that, so here we go. I don't know how this is going to remove. I haven't removed a lot of wrap. We will find out. Okay, seems to be coming off pretty good. Hopefully it doesn't take any paint with it. Remember, we used the brown paint on this. Might go over it with black if we end up repainting anything. That brown is pretty ugly. Not that it really matters, it's underneath, but I'll know. Sure, if it was cold, this would not be coming off like this. So. It's 107. So, I mean, I gotta set it out in the sun. Okay. Alright. Get sweat in my eyes. Can you guys hear that? The texture, believe it or not, there is texture on the adhesive side. Let me see if I can show you. You can see that texture. Well, that texture transferred to the paint, and listen. Checking to see if I do have enough to do this whole piece, if I want to do the whole thing. Oh. Yeah, just barely. This is all I have left. And there was a couple other little pieces I kind of wanted to do. So, I don't know. I was trying to get this to look good with the heat gun. If I can't do that, then I probably will rewrap this, but I'm going to give it a try first. Oh my goodness. Dad just gave me two fairly full denatured alcohol thingies last night, so I don't mind wasting it a little. a little stronger than the stuff I normally use. I'm gonna put a layer of that black, really thick stuff that kind of screwed me on the other side, because it comes out so thick it ran. But I'm gonna give it a shot. I'll just, now that I know that, I'll try to put it on thinner. And then it's glossy, so we should be able to see any imperfections and stuff, and then fix them accordingly. So I didn't really have to do very much sanding. Well, all I really did was take that like checkered cross hatching from the vinyl back out of it. Oh, yeah, that does not feel good. I gotta go over that. And then I'm gonna actually, since this is all bed liner, I'm gonna spray in here bed liner before I, not the part that I'm gonna wrap, but the part behind it. I'm gonna get a layer in there so I don't have to mask it off later. It's been a couple hours. Sure this is dry. It's hot enough out. Well, yeah, should be good enough to sand. I'm just gonna wet sand it with like some 1500 or 2000. See if I need to hit it again. Hopefully not. Well, I kind of sprayed it again with very little remaining in that can, and it kind of went on like crap. That happens every time. I should have known better. I should have just wrapped it the way it was, but I always have to do a little more, and then it ends up screwing me in the end. But I'm just kind of sanding this so I can clean it. I can't remember. I'll have to look at the other side and see if I used bed liner or black paint. I can't remember. This is the part that holds that conduit looking thing that holds up the top. But anyways, I just gotta wait for this paint to dry, and with the high humidity that we have right now, it's actually taking quite a bit longer for the paint to dry, so that's why I've kind of moved on to trying to find other stuff to do. Dripping off my nose and face. Still need to cut under there, but I was able to get it all the way up and over, all the way back. I still got to cut around that. And then it's always hard right here. There's so many angles going on. This should probably be cut almost like right up to here so you don't see the wrinkles, but I tried to follow that body curve right there, and some of those wrinkles you can push them out, you know. So But my idea is to take, see how you can still see a little bit of brown? My idea is to take the bed liner stuff and overlap the wrap in some spots where it's really hard to, like right there. I mean, you can't, of course you're going to end up with wrinkles right there. There's nothing you can do about that. But so that might get bed lined over, and that'll kind of hold it in place. So we'll see. That'll be a tomorrow thing. They just went and got a pizza, so, but I am just completely soaked. I don't know if you can even tell, but just a little bit of humidity is all it takes for a desert boy to start sweating like crazy. Alright, I was gonna leave this folded over, but you know how stuff when it gets thrown back here and stuff, I think it would be better to have some bed liner. So I am gonna cut this back. I'm gonna do my best to make a straight line right here. Whoa, not doing very good. Well, that sucked. Let's see how crappy that turned out. Whoa. Come on, baby. Okay. Alright, I'm not an artist, that's as good as I can do. So, and then I'll tape it back to like, I don't know, another 1/8 of an inch or something. I'll tape it probably to where it touches that. And then this will all be the spray on bed liner. So I gotta prep it obviously. Alright, hopefully my lens is not foggy. I just pulled it out of the freezer. I tried to tape everything that I don't want bed lined off. Didn't do a very good job, I guess, but anyway, this will get it. Obviously, this will not get it. I'm basically just trying to get it right here, right there, and then that whole B pillar, essentially. Anyways, you can kind of see what I was going for. I just wanted to overlap the wrap so it doesn't peel back. And let me hop up in here. Obviously that gets covered with the roll bar, so anyway, it's all black now. That and that will get covered up with the roll bar. So Anyways, so it's the roll-on stuff to up under here, and then up here it's the spray-on stuff. So I don't know, I guess, I mean, I'm pretty happy with it. I wish both sides were done, because that's a lot of work, but I guess I'll get going on that. So I painted these seatbelt things. Hopefully they're dry. They appear to be. And I don't remember which way I took them off. So I got one on each side. And I know they go behind these other things. So let me show you. This goes up there like that. And it either goes like, I think it goes like this. I think the slotted hole, which is this guy, because you got, sorry about the camera work, you got the little hole and the big hole. I would imagine that the bigger slot would go out, right, for the roll cage, I guess. That's how I'm gonna hook it up, and I hope that's right, so I don't have to pull them back off. Okay, so that's how I did it. That's how I'm hoping it goes. I'm gonna do the other one the same way over here. And then I think we can start putting the roll cage and all that exciting stuff back in. Well, this zipper never ever works, so I just am relying on the Velcro for this guy. Unfortunately, I'm gonna probably swap the top here pretty soon. It'll have to be on a sunny day though, so I can leave it out in the sun. Whew, I am so glad that's done because we got a storm rolling in and I'm about to fall over. I am tired and hot and sweaty and exhausted. Looks like I'm missing a good sunset. We got pretty colors over there anyway. But she's back together. I'm glad I did this all in one piece. When I rewrapped this, I was originally not going to, but I think it turned out much better that way. And on the inside, the whole back is done now. The bed liner, although it's dirty, it's all done. The tailgate's bed lined, and now these rails, the like bed rails, they're bed lined the way I wanted them. So everything's either rolled on or sprayed on. And now I've got the roll cage back in, the top back on, which I'm going to be changing this top very soon. I lost another button on that side, and the multiple zippers don't work, so I'll be changing that soon. But really, one of the only things left to bedline is these what do you call them, door jambs. And I screwed up right here, but I'm going to be cutting that back anyway. I'm going to cut them to probably about halfway out, and then I'm probably going to bedline to almost the whole way out on this first lip. That way it's bedline, it's more durable, so that little boo-boo won't be noticeable, and that'll get rid of the blue and the yellow and everything. But I'll probably do that in the next episode. But that's going to do it for this one, guys. I only had 6 or 7 minutes of video left to squeeze everything I did today into, so I'll do that tonight and get the video out for you tomorrow. But I appreciate you guys watching. I know this isn't the funnest stuff, but it was a lot of work. Alright guys, I will see you again very soon, and hope you're having a good week. Catch you later.